hard, whatever, like, if you hit him to stun him, it, like, doesn't even do anything.
The world does not know what Quick is talking about. He's probably talking about baseball.
Yeah, let's just go with that.
Meanwhile, Luigi is in this, I guess you can say, forest, like, jungle thing level. I don't even know what the difference between the forest and jungle is.
Well, one has leaves that will leave an itch.
Okay. And the other?
Is, well, you can actually eat them instead.
That's it?
Should there be more?
Okay, so from now on we're just gonna call forests jungles and jungles forests. And forests and jungles jungles.
If those conditions of the treaty are agreed upon on both parties, then let's have some cake.
Birthday cake.
Even though it's no one's official birthday, sure, why not?
Speaking of celebrations, we're celebrating like this new brick background for the bonus level.
It's pretty.
Like castle background. Or castle graphics, I guess. From
Took
the world
them 2 hours just for the interior decorating.
Oh yeah. That took a lot of time.
Oh yeah. That's right.
Super Mario Brothers 2 cave.
Yeah.
Style.
Hit it like that. Yeah.
And... Ooh, that was a close one. Luigi, don't mess this one up.
Oh, I believe he won't.
Ooh, that was close. Ooh! I didn't see you coming. Ooh, that was close.
That an actual visual that's very, suggestive.
Well, it suggests Luigi's was about to get hit, if that's what you meant.
What defined hit?
And Quick suddenly vanished.
I thought you vanished. We both put on invisibility cream. I thought if two people were invisible that they could still see each other. How does that work? As long as it's the same brand of invisibility cream. Let the
Well, that's just it. We're the only ones that can detect each other's invisibility cream. Everyone else, they cannot detect it. That's the great part about it.
Yeah. Alright, let's go with that then. It's getting a bit crazy on the instruments.
Oh
there.
yeah, it is very crazy. I like the Super Mario 2 outer castle-like feel to that part, and I like the twin ghost house. This is Ghost House 1 of the twin ghost houses in World 2. That's one thing I like about World 2. Everything else, well, except for the final castle at the end, which we'll get to a bit later, that is very unique.
It's great.
Everything else, the forest and jungle levels, they're very boring.
Don't hold anything back, Binary.
I'm sorry, but,
That's okay.
There's just too much forest and jungle in this game.
Yeah. There's so much you either just want to scream out in anger or you end up getting lost. And since you didn't get lost...
You know, the forest and jungle angle, I mean, it's alright, but... They just did it too much, you know, especially Yoshi's Island related graphics.
Yeah.
You know. I mean, they did a forest, like, in jungle level in World 2, and then they did a forest jungle level in World 5. The difference is that World 5 is slightly more wet.
So it's more like a rain jungle.
Yep.
Which is actually a rainforest.
Exactly, which is why there really isn't much difference between... Oh, wait, you can fall down this area and you won't get hurt. But yeah, forest and jungle are pretty much the same thing. There's a slight difference in maybe the leaves, maybe... But... Really... Are you gonna say, oh, that's a forest, or, oh, that's a jungle?
I'd say it's,
But 5 is slightly more tropical. They're just pretty much the same.
say it's an ice cream feast for all either way.
Ooh. Actually, that's World 6, because that's ice. That's ice level. That's ice
An
level.
ice jungle? Or an ice forest,
Ice,
maybe?
Ice world. No, just...
No trees.
Yeah, no trees. Except maybe a couple.
No, none, but maybe a couple.
Exactly.
Never say never, I guess.
But it's
And
not
like
like
said it
overloaded
twice.
with trees. It's not like overloaded with trees either. That's my point.
Must have cut more down to build some more things in. Although it's an ice world, so then it would just freeze over. So then how are they gonna get... They cut down trees for firewood in that case. But for some reason it's still an ice world.
Either way, I was hoping one of the worlds in this one would be high tech, but I was disappointed when I found out none of them were high tech. Ooh, there's a similar.
They weren't very updated in their technology, I guess.
No, they didn't have like all these special golden platforms that are
They were only tinfoil.
electric
How
fields.
disappointing.
Oops, I didn't show us enter the tree level, which is very Super Mario 2-like. Super Mario 2 type trees and 5-3, except, like one tree level area in the original Luigi's Adventure, except this one's slightly more interactive in the outside.
Because it talks back.
Yep. It talks back.
And it tries to kill you, too.
Pictures and everything and whatnot.
Very highly Hasbro interactive.
Oh yeah. Come on, baseball player. Oh, that was close. Oh, that was close. Someone tried to throw baseballs at Luigi.
How silly. He can't swing.
Nope.
No, that's because he's A section.
I was thinking the baseball player maybe just tried to bean Luigi with the baseball.
Bean.
And throw poisonous mushrooms. The football player's trying to throw poisonous mushrooms at Luigi. And hey, another baseball player throwing mushrooms at... or not mushrooms.
So they're just throwing whatever they can grab off the bench. Because they're
Yeah.
angry that Luigi is getting all the action.
Oh yeah. And more baseball players throwing baseballs at Luigi. Alright, now enter the World 2 castle. Oh! You gotta check this World 2 castle out.
Oh, I am, as we're speaking. There's
there's
like there's a blue S.
There's this like special technology that they use in the World 2 castle. It's not really high tech, but it's unique because it's the only time that they appear in the whole Luigi's Adventure series. These chains right here, the directional chains.
Cool.
They move up and down.
That's curious. Why some unique things that some games and hacks have that are used scarcely.
Yeah.
They could have been used more.
Yeah, this is the one case where this is used once in the whole Luigi's Adventure series. Just like those Super Mario 2 bricks in the World 1 castle, Luigi's Adventure 2. That was used only once in the whole series.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was keeping up on that, and like you said, there are multiple instances of that with different entities.
I mean, there might be different hacks, but this is the only Luigi's Adventure game that does that.
Yeah.
And I was disappointed.
Well, in a way, it makes those things that much more special, right?
Yeah, except Luigi's Adventure 2 very hard to find though.
Yeah.
If you would have put it like in a complete thing, I probably would have been happy about it. But since it's in an incomplete thing, that was canceled.
Yeah.
And stuff. But now we're back to the chains again. Very innovative.
Oh, you get to enjoy them a little more, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this, let's see. But other than that, nothing really innovative about it. But one thing I had to say, this is the same background pretty much they used for the World 4 Castlevania Clock Tower / Metal Man 2-stage Mega Man. I think that's the only other time that's used, I believe, in the Luigi Adventure series. That and the World 4 Castle, the first one. Ooh, that was close. Almost got hit. Okay. Ooh. Don't want to do that again.
Nope.
But now we're at the boss finally.
Oh.
Okay. Alright. Alright, okay. Okay, you've seen this.
Oh, hey!
Well, Luigi blew himself up. Like, that's great.
Self-destructive.
Okay, now let's go in this pipe. Now let's go into this yellow switch palace, which is needed for one of the secret exits, mind you.
It's one of the ingredients in the final cake.
And here's a bunch of football, baseball player, athletes guys, and once we get past those, we can.
They're the critics.
We can move on to the yellow switch. No, it's
What do you want?
Alright, now let's go back to the actual level where we need to do this. So let's okay, now I guess the video's almost done, so just keep reminding